Today we're back with another episode of Black Clover, this time episode 48, Despair versus Hope, where I'm guessing Asta is the Hope, because we're going to be continuing the fight from last episode, where Asta started to go against Vetto, with Finral and Vanessa supporting him, especially because he said he's going to take Vetto down with his weapon. We know Asta's not going to back down no matter what. I'm hoping that Ghost and the rest of them join the fight, so we got all the Black Bulls, except Luck and Magna, who are currently passed out on the floor, going after Vetto and working together as a team. So with that, let's jump into my episode reaction and discussion for episode 48 of Black Clover. The fact that everyone's shocked that they actually did damage to Vetto. Let's do it. Look at Asta. It was, you know, saying it's his team. He didn't do anything. It was them. Kind of, you know, being respectful for them, knowing that they're powerful. Ooh, shit. Asta cut off his self-healing? The only weapon that could defeat him. Okay, that's kind of cool. You know, Vanessa's a little stronger than I thought she was with her thread magic. Okay, so he knows it's surrounding him. He can't detect it, but it can't hurt him. But it works as a great thing to support him. I like how he's like all mad that they had to team up to fight him together, but isn't that a kind of, you know, good? Doesn't that show that you're strong? To just move Asta around all over the map. Damn. This guy's gonna get so mad because he's gonna lose to a guy with no mana. Oh, that's gonna be cool. Oh shit, Vetto looks like he was ready for that one. Aww. I thought Ghost was gonna be joining the fight, but I guess he can't. Oh my god, typical Charmy, just eating some food. You gotta get some power up first, right? They're just gonna have a quick feast while Asta's fighting for his life. The teleportation with the portals here remind me of something from another anime I've watched, or a show I've watched, and I just can't put my finger on it right now, but it's pretty cool. Yeah, you know, I kind of forgot Kyoto had his leg ripped off, and he's just bleeding profusely? He's just bleeding to death right now. Yami, they never work together. But now they've surpassed their limits. That's what you gotta say, it's pretty awesome. Ah, Vetto's trying to learn how they use it so he can fight back. Ooh, that's not good. Someone's gonna get hurt in a second, aren't they? Oh, they could run out of magic before they take down Vetto. Ooh, that's not good. He just got scratched. Oh no. Oh, he got it to the side. I thought it was the leg. I didn't realize it was his stomach. Oh. Ooh, I like how now Yami's now coaching from the sidelines. He knows that Vetto is catching on, and he's getting ready. So now he's got to dance and not be predictable. Got to use what Kyoto was about to tell him. You hairy gorilla. You know, the more he says insects, it makes me feel like they are really the bad guys and the Clover Kingdom did take them out for a reason. But also, there's so much corruption and classism that I don't know which one to believe anymore. It's time to become unpredictable and change what you're about to do. We're gonna surpass our limits even more. I love how that's like their logic to everything is surpassing their limits. Your little body with no magic. Oh, are we getting Vanessa's backstory too in the middle of this? Okay. In the Forest of Witches. Okay, so that's why she's called a witch. She was from a literal Forest of Witches. Okay. You know, the Queen of Witches looks like the Wicked Witch of the West. Why is she locked in a cage? I don't get it. Aww. Make some real friends someday. The Black Bulls are calling. The Yami that broke her free? I'm assuming that was Yami anyways that got her out. That's pretty cool. Yami saved yet another person and brought him to his squad. But I wonder why she was actually locked up by that evil witch. Even if she wasn't evil, just that witch. Okay, so we're learning Finral was also a kind of a failure in his family where they didn't see him as... Well, he's a weakling right there, yeah. Oh, so it's because he doesn't attack with his spatial magic, but he can just kind of teleport places. That's why he's seen as a weakling. I see. So he's also from a noble family. Poor Finral. The weakest squad, the Black Bulls for Finral, and then Langris was in the Golden Dawn. Huh. Well, his little brother was kind of a shithead. Wow. Let's see, Asta about to affect him as well. Yo, this is my question though. He can't use attack spatial magic, and he's always kind of just that person that gets them around. But because of Asta, he's about to surpass his limits and be able to get stronger and not be a shame on his family anymore, possibly. Oh, look at that. Yami even saying he's got his own way of fighting. Finral's always trying so hard probably to be like his family that he never realized that he could do things his own way. I'll make Black Bulls the strong ones. I want. Sorry, but I already believe you 100%. Look at that. Asta believes in the squad. You don't even have to tell him. He always believed in them. Honestly, how could you trust a drunk woman and a superficial wimp? Can never betray that trust. Look at that. Asta just improving his squad once again. Oh, look at that. Ghost coming in for the save. Let's go. Ghost, Charmy, and Gray have come back to help. But apparently this is her true form. So no one knew what Gray looked like before until now? I need to know Gray's backstory now. The Black Wolves have coming for backup. Let's go. With some bomb music coming with them. Oh, giant sheep attack. Let's go. The Asta barrage. Oh, wait, what? Oh, that's right, because she can transform actual objects too. Let's do it right there, right then. Oh, of course, it's over. Shit's getting real now. God damn, I was not expecting to get double backstory this episode. Plus, just showing, again, how Asta motivates his squad. That's 2 episodes in a row now. Honestly, actually, it's more than 2 episodes in a row. That's this whole arc. Fantastic episode. So freaking good. Just showing everything that Asta does to motivate everyone, but also showing us where the other Black Bulls come from. This is one of the things I love learning. We get these characters. We've been with them for a while now, but now we're learning more about them. And I'm sure there's still so much more about their backstories that we don't know yet, or at least I don't know yet because I'm watching this for the first time. So it's so awesome to just learn this, and I can't wait to see what happens next. If you like this reaction and you want to see more, make sure to hit the like and the subscribe button to stay up to date with all my Black Clover videos. And now, let's jump into the discussion part of this video. What an epic episode coming out from the last one, where we kind of get the setup for Finral and Vanessa joining the fight, to having both their backstories and showing even more how Asta has motivated them to become stronger. I think that is awesome. Showing them supporting Asta, having him teleport all over the place, getting pulled away to avoid the attacks, and doing some damage on Vetto, but then having Yami kind of coach them on the sidelines, being like, hey, Vetto's kind of learning how you're attacking. You got to surpass her limits, and you got to do better. Otherwise, she's gonna kill you. So just showing how these characters are working together, how Yami's watching over his squad, giving them tips because he can't do anything else while they're in this major fight. And I just loved how it showed that Asta's been affecting both Vanessa and Finral, because this kid with no magic keeps fighting and pushing on, even though he doesn't have that power to protect himself with. And I really like how they showed us how Vanessa, she was locked in a cage by the Queen of Witches. She could never disobey that queen, and she was stuck in that forest, couldn't go out and do whatever she wanted until seemingly, I'm assuming it was Yami, came and busted her out and took her into the Black Bulls. I'm also surprised that there is like a forest of witches, and I want to learn more about that, and I'm sure we will eventually, because it seems like they do give us little things for each character's backstory, and then we learn more about them later on. So I'm very curious to see more about her, because that was very, very little. Because there is so little, I feel like we're gonna learn more eventually later, because it just glossed over it, just to show how she thought herself as weak, but she realized that she is the only one that could change the threads of her own destiny. So I'm excited to see where she goes. Plus, then you got Finral, who's, I guess, from a noble family, who are very strong spatial magic users, but he doesn't want to hurt anyone, and he doesn't want anyone to hurt him, so he is more of a support user, even though his family is a bunch of spatial attackers. Even having his younger brother, Langris, be stronger than him, and everyone in his family looking down on him, kind of like how Noelle's family looks down on her, because he won't be this powerful spatial magic user. He's in the Black Bulls, the shittiest squad. Well, Langris is the vice captain of the Golden Dawn, showing that he has risen up so much further than his brother, even though he's the younger one. But I'm really hoping that after this, Finral will learn where his place is, because during the past, Yami's even said, you use your magic in your own way, meaning that he doesn't have to use his magic like his family does. He can do it. He can fight in his own way, in his own unique way. He doesn't have to be exactly like his younger brother or the other people in his family. He needs to learn how to do it himself. So I love how it's showing that Finral is going to be going on this journey as well now, because he has to learn how to fight himself. He might not want to cause violence towards people, but there might be another way for him to fight without doing that. I'm very curious to see where these characters go, because they're both surprised by Asta trusting him, because Asta's like, I've already been trusting you 100%. Just showing that this whole entire time he didn't doubt his squad for a minute. Even though everyone was doubting themselves, Asta wasn't. So I thought that was really, really interesting. And I also love how Ghost, Charmy, and Gray all came in for the backup last minute save, and everyone getting shocked by Gray looking like the small girl and not this big guy. Plus that epic ending where looks like Asta stabs right through Vetto. It's gonna be pretty sick when we pick up with the next episode. So let me know, what did you think of this episode when you first watched it, and how they developed these characters during it? I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you next week when we watch episode 49 of Black Clover.